You know the feeling that lots of us get around mid-August? That little pit in your stomach. Even if your hair is my color, we get afflicted with that end of summer leftover anxiety when it's about to become back to school season. Of course, it's likely that learning in some fashion has been around since cave walls doubled as blackboards. But real organized learning came long after the dinosaurs froze over. Being too cool for school started when our ancestors got a fixation for public education. Although homeschooling is preferred by some families, the majority of K through 12 kids attend schools outside the home to receive their education.
The first kind of public schools were in the 1600s in Massachusetts. They voted to publicly fund schools for a few weeks a year. It wouldn't be until the 1870s that schooling became widespread.
This one-room schoolhouse built in 1861 is called the Scotch Settlement School, and it originally stood in Dearborn Township in Michigan. It was here in the 1870s that a young Henry Ford attended school. In 1923, he would acquire the building, moving it to Greenfield Village, where I met Curator of Domestic Life Jeanie Miller to learn more about the origin of public education in America. When you hear public school, you don't really think about innovation. At least I don't.
Yeah.
Where am I wrong?
It was absolutely an innovation. Until really the early 1800s, people felt that education was a family responsibility, and the idea of publicly funded schools had not caught on yet.
Who really helps push public schools to fruition?
A man named Horace Mann. He was the Secretary of the Board of Education of Massachusetts, and he firmly believed that there should be free universal schooling for every child.
One-room schoolhouses like this would hold children of all ages at once, and until there were textbooks, lessons were often oral. How were texts and materials chosen?
Generally, the states established what the curriculum was, but the choice of the textbooks was often left up to the local school boards.
And in that way, states and school boards were able to write history according to their own worldview. And so, in addition to the 3 R's, teaching today's children critical thinking and compassion may one day result in their rewriting history books.